Alrighty, chat. I'm back. Sorry about that. Welcome in. Happy Thursday. I hope everybody's having a good day. Back to the harvest. Little 3 o'clock break time there. Do appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all being here. Like I said, hopefully everybody's having a great day. All right. Thanks for the welcome backs, guys. Let's get back into TC. Hello.
What up?
What up? Hey. This guy. Come back and the field's almost done, huh? Damn.
That's what happens when you put a 25.
Yeah, we have 3 combines
30.
Here. So we've been playing on this map since last Thursday. This save. It's Elm Creek, so base game Elm Creek. Kind of achievement hunting, although we're not really too worried about achievements right now, although we are working towards the 50 mission achievement. Before we started today, we had 33 contracts complete. So I don't know how many we're going to get up to at the end of the day, but yeah. And Ozzy, what's going on? Hello, welcome in. It is going, guys. A little tired today, but that's okay. I was really tired yesterday. But again, that's okay. It's all good. But we're doing it, man. We're doing contracts right now. We're also harvesting our own fields. We've got 2 combines and a tipper running up in our own fields as well. And then we've got 3 combines down here with 3 auto drive tippers running, harvesting on contracts. So we're moving and grooving today, chat. We got stuff going, you know. That's what we got going on.
Crashed once.
Right?
So far so good.
No, I'm on this map for today. Yeah. We currently don't have another like server save or anything right now. This is what we're doing. Yeah, we are just doing this. Just gonna be doing this until Stevie's map probably comes out at some point. Whenever Stevie's map comes out, we'll probably play that on Saturdays and then do this like 1 or 2 like Tuesday, Thursday, or maybe play that like a Tuesday or a Thursday and then do this the other day or something. But yeah, lots of farm sim. That's all that matters. Although next Tuesday, I will tell you guys, construction sim. Probably next Tuesday, definitely next Tuesday and probably next Thursday as well. Going to be playing construction sim both days. Maybe Friday night as well. We'll see. Probably will. Got new DLC coming out Tuesday, and very excited about it. So definitely looking forward to that. So a little break kind of from Farm Sim next week, but we'll still be streaming Farm Sim on Saturday because, well, that's what I do. So yeah, just for the record. So you betcha. Lots of farming, lots of construction sim coming up. Playing Railroads online tomorrow night. So we just got all kinds of things going on, you know. Still trying to work on that firework thing in Rust. I don't know if it's going to happen or not. We'll see. Hopefully going to test a theory in there tonight. Actually, Carson, before you leave, like for the evening, I'm assuming you're leaving like you normally do.
Yeah.
Can you jump in there and give me like a few of those?
Of what?
Flame towers.
Yeah.
A few, just, you know, like 20.
Okay.
Or something, or leave them in a chest somewhere in the house or something. By the way, who keeps messing with my clothes and on my person in Rust?
Targe.
But I logged in yesterday. I just started laughing. I was not wearing a rad suit anymore. Do you like where I logged out, Carson?
I was like, okay, that door's open. John would freak out if I left that open. And I looked around, you weren't in there. And then like your name wasn't green, so I knew you weren't playing. And then I walked out and I just see like your boots hanging over there. I'm like, what is... I was about to say too much. You partied too hard last night and forget to make it in. Or just put like a Bud Light emoji or something. I don't even know.
Yeah, I just didn't quite make it into the safe room, yeah.
Just stumbled, fell, knocked out right there.
Yeah. It happens, man. Definitely happens. I was working on my plinking, you see.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what that was. Of course, there's going to be a little skipper here. Why wouldn't there be?
How much do you think my computer's about to explode?
Are you in farm sim? And oh, yep, you just loaded rust.
You see the little pop-up?
Yeah. Yes. Stand by for.
Good thing is it's gonna take about 800 hours to load Rust.
So will it explode or implode? It could be like
Too
a
soon.
submarine. Too soon? Oh.
Whoa.
Dude, it happened days ago. Okay.
It
Probably.
Probably did.
Anyway. RA.
John, I think they might be done paving.
I noticed that the paving machine went away. I did notice that a minute ago. I was like, wait a minute, there's no paving machine there anymore. I think they're done paving.
And the paint truck / garbage truck is back
Trent,
out.
you're playing Warships?
I gotta collect my daily.
Are you in here still?
Yeah, he's driving the chipper tractor for us. I do need an unload. I'm at 75.
Alt tab, wait for the pop-up, wait for it, stand by. Oh man, okay.
About to flood your inbox of the games I've played today, John.
Right.
Just tabbing back and forth from Rise.
I don't know, does it pop
Does
up?
it pop up?
I don't think so.
Uh-oh.
I tap back.
Our computer just crashed.
No, I tabbed back into, like, tabbed over to Rust, see if it was loading or if I needed to click anything.
Mm-hmm.
And it just white screen, and it popped up like, would you like to close or wait for it? And I'm like, oh dear.
Oh, man. Hey, the line truck's back. The painting truck has returned. Too bad, yeah.
Tap back into here, grab my reward.
Yep, John needs an
Hey,
unload.
Jonathan's full, by the way.
Come on, Trent.
I'm at 78, so.
Alright,
Okay.
I'll be over there, but we need to lift it
Where'd
again.
that other... Wait, hang on. Oh, yeah, Trent's playing farm sim.
Oh, to actually tell
It
you?
popped up, yeah.
It does pop up.
Oh, probably because I exited out of Warships.
That could be. All right, Sarge, you went over
What
to
is happening?
58. Right?
Just
Yes,
see
I
a
did.
combine floating on the horizon.
But yeah, that's how we have to do it. We have to lift the thing.
John, they're hacking.
I don't want to know, trust me.
I'm
What,
reporting
you
them to the
bought
server admin.
Bought the small Don combine.
You legitimately did report them to the server admin there, Carson.
Mhm.
Oh, that's funny. 58. 58, buddy. Come on. I don't remember there being so many fields in this map. Is that bad? So many.
But yeah, because they're all small.
I know. I know.
That's why there's so many.
I know. It's crazy. Crazy. That's alright. It's good.
I'm full.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Wow, this
Yeah,
auto drive
unload
needs to
process.
pick up his pace.
He needs
well,
an
the
update.
unload process over there was taking a little bit slower than usual.
Oh man, definitely needs an update, huh? Firmware and new firmware.
Software.
All right, you're good to go to roll.
He needs an internet update too, I think.
Update his BIOS.
Dang, we're actually almost done. Right?
Yeah.
We've only got 56 and 57, so like we're half done with all the little fields in this field combined.
We're halfway there.
That's pretty good.
I changed that game. I did. Okay. All right. We have one tipper in route. The other two are up by the homeland. Although one of them I think is coming to us. Trent, can you make sure he gets to the homestead all right up here? I think he might be stuck. I'm not sure.
Oh, your
If you
fast
want to
track
just head over to the
does-
other field when you get down that work.
Not totally sure though. He might be stuck. I don't know.
Do we need a TAC channel, John?
Attack
because-
channel?
Yeah. Have our own operations channel.
You guys
that's
can
what
go-
he's. That's what he has.
What?
He's detecting the planter that you put.
Oh no. That's a perfect parking spot for that planter too. That's sad.
I just see its dot moving on the map under the arrow.
Not surprised by that at all.
What do you, you're not. What?
You're not supposed to go there, huh? Dipper,
Not
hello.
usually.
Hello? I need a tip. I don't need no one. I was just trying to get him to the field, but you know. All right.
He's
I like
stuck on something
We
else.
have small, medium, and Sarge's in the big company. Oh man.
I hope. Is there a train coming? Please tell me there's a train coming.
Oh god.
He is taking the train tracks over there.
Oh, with the combine. I was like, wait, auto drive's driving down the train tracks? What? No shot.
I feel like a train's about to appear because someone's at the train station.
Like, no way.
Hey, look. Dave's in our future combine size.
I'm liking this combine, actually. This is a good size.
There is
not-
a train coming now.
It's not tiny, but, like, it's not huge, you know?
Better hurry.
Somebody just get hit. I felt a leg.
No.
Oh, God.
Oh no.
I think he might be stuck on that
The
bridge.
combine is, or the auger
It's
is pretty
the
good on it too.
Final countdown. Ba-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-ba-ba. Get off the tracks. Ba-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-ba-ba-ba.
Woo-woo.
Oh no! Actually, can we? I can't. I'm not gonna be able to run. Oh, yeah. Here comes the train, chat. Something tells me he's just gonna stay on the tracks.
I think he's just waiting. He's gonna land in the field though.
Oh no, chat.
Wait, I gotta get in flight mode.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Oh, he's cruising.
Oh, he gone.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh.
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 Oh no, it's not. Oh, he's on it. Oh.
He's still going. He's on the building.
Did somebody rent the train?
Trent.
Why do we rent the train?
It wasn't here yet.
Oh no. Oh, this is gonna get bad. Oh, this is how we crash the game.
Bye-bye. Do a flip. On the wheels. 10
Nailed
out
it.
of 10. Perfect.
I hit the clip, by the way. I hit the button. I guess that still works. I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh my god. Okay, that was good. All right. Back to serious farming.
Okay, back to what we were doing.
Yep. Back
That's
to
not
the
serious
regular.
farming. Oh man. Back to shenanigans. Just saying.
I would have thought he would have got sent flying, but not that far.
When he was stuck in the log car about to go through the building, I knew it was like,
Oh, he fell down in there. I was like, oh, this is gonna end it.
this is
gonna be
when
the
it
end of
hurts.
this map.
Yeah. And we have crashed once today, so hey, you know.
What's another one?
Yeah. A tipper is still not like over here. Yoo-hoo!
This guy's. I'll let you deal with him. He's your issue.
He's your issue. What, my tipper?
Yeah.
Ah, he's right there.
You're
He'll be here in a second. The problem is short rounds, you know. You get a field with longer rounds, they catch you faster, I feel like. Because
No,
they
I'm
just
talking about your other guy.
Oh, is he in the homestead?
Yeah, that's why I said he's your issue.
Oh. Oh, there was a train, didn't see it. Yeah, okay.
Should get yourself some rear view mirrors.
Yeah, okay, boomer. Wait. Well, I wouldn't be able to see the trains. Well, maybe in that one. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't see him either. I don't have mirrors in my tractor.
Yeah, there's one mirror you might be able to catch a glimpse out of him in this one.
Most extreme elimination farming. Yeah, that would be something. That is something that Trent participates in. Yes. You betcha.
Well,
All right, we'll just, you know, mosey out of the way for that tipper.
oh dear.
Nothing to see here, chat. We're fine. That tipper's trying to get the Sarge. Is what it is.
You drive through this pond.
I'll have to, when I get down to the end
I
here,
think so, yeah.
I'm going to jump out of line and I'll go try to fix our other tipper. Try to fix the homestead so that tippers can actually get through there. Instead of just yeeting them around with lumberjack, you know. I should try to fix it. I know, what fun is that?
Yeah, use lumberjack for is get your planter out of the way.
What's he trying to do? Is he trying to go...
He's
through
probably trying to drive through that building.
He is. I don't like that.
Yeah, that's why I said he's your issue, because I'm not moving him.
He's trying to go where that baler is.
I'm well aware, yeah. And Trent's tractor. Wait, what? Trent, I thought you were using your tractor.
Your
Switch.
Alice has better horsepower.
Haha, Alice for the win. So we'll just cut that path off and make him go around the barn. Because we're not going to use that for anything. So hopefully he's fine. John Deere might have to go too. Sure.
Oh, that 78's in.
Yeah, just a little in the way. Just
Just
gonna nose
driving
it up.
forward.
Yeah. Watch out! Don't hit your cab.
The beacon's off.
I'm
Only
totally-
one is that other trailer might not fit through there
Yeah, I know. We'll worry
This-
about that when we get there.
longer.
The later issue.
Ooh, I'm in rust.
Hey, Macarena. Where are we going
Yeah.
next?
Other John, I'm just gonna park right here and wait for you.
Sarge, we're going to 70 next. For corn.
Sounds good to me.
Beans? Okay. Yeah, 70 or 30. We could jump to 36 too, but might as well go 70. Yeah. All right, 70 it is. I'm heading that way. Oh, that. My way. Let's go. Alrighty, chat. Moving on. 2 fields down. It's part of our harvest contract extravaganza or something. Oh goodness. Those cornfields down there? No, sunflower and a soybean. Okay. Got a little bit of everything.
Yeah, the corn heads are up at the shop.
Okay, that's fine. We get all the soy done and we'll switch to corn.
Aaron?
It's corn. I got a phone call this morning and I didn't answer because it was a local number, but I didn't recognize it, so I didn't answer, right? Because I'm like, oh, person leave me a voicemail, which, you know, anyway. So immediately they call me back. So I was like, okay, I'll answer this, right? And this lady named...
What else do you need in here again?
Do what, Carson? Just flamethrowers. That's all. Or a bunch of propane tanks. Might as well do flamethrowers. Be done with it. This lady answered, or I answer the phone, and this lady just starts going. What did she say her name was? Catherine.
Really?
Catherine. She goes, "This is Catherine. I missed a phone call from this number." And I said, "No, you didn't." She goes, "Well, I hit redial." I'm like, "I didn't call you, lady. Sorry." But I was like, "Do you drive a black BMW?" No, I didn't say
Hello.
that. I didn't say that.
Flip it, and I'm taking that out of context in the video. Unless you give me $100 not to.
$100?
Yep.
How about cool points?
Taking it out of context.
Dang it. She works at my pizza. No, I don't think so. She sounded like she was older.
Probably lives behind a gated.
There's not. Well,
entryway.
there are some gates around here, yeah. Not a
I
lot.
know you live behind one, don't you?
No.
I do. I go in the backyard because, you know, gated. But
We have
fine.
a gate. Well, the part over here where Rich Guy like took out the fence and stuff. When he was doing his, Dad had him just take out ours because I don't know why, but there's no fence on this side of my yard, like to the front, you know. So no. Down out of context, right? Yeah, it happens, you know. It happens.
Labjob_ just subscribed.
Thanks for the brand new subscription. Welcome to the Plow team. Enjoy your chat badge and your emotes. Lab, welcome in. How's it going? Welcome, welcome. 70 and 70. Okay, you guys already got them changed over. Awesome. Awesome. How about you? Yeah, I do appreciate the Prime sub. All right, button. Hit the button. Let's go. And that. Betcha. All the buttons, chat. Change my combine over to 70 as well. And everybody should be en route here soon. I'll throw my pipe out just to get them moving. You guys making it across that bridge? Yep, I get you. It's a thing. You know, every time it comes up, I just like, they're a necessary evil, you know? They really are. Unfortunately. All right. Those tippers should find their way over here eventually, right?
Sure.
Oh, they will. Eventually. And we got a lot of little cornfields to go do. Awesome. Hopefully we don't have any of those broken corn heads, right? I'm probably going to be changing, when I say like changing, I mean getting rid of some mods for Saturday. We're not going to use that gleaner anymore. It was a cool looking combine, kind of, but like function
behind Alice.
Yeah, but function wise, the gleaner was not a good mod. You hit a little bump, the back end came off the ground. For the record. That auto drive guy's totally driving through the woods, right? Just got a W across the creek. Yeah, he doesn't care. He's just full sending. Yep. Oh, look at him get air and everything. Dave had a good view of that. Wow. That's funny. And it looks like he's hung up as well, isn't he? Yep. Thanks, Dave. Guy's just full sending. He's like a honey badger. He doesn't care, y'all. That's funny. That is amusing. Just full send right into the road there, to the ditch between fields. Doesn't care. Doesn't have a care in the world. Nobody gonna hold him down. Got to keep on moving, you know. We have one more to do the same thing over there too. Maybe we can actually get him to drive to the homestead or something before coming over here. Alright, this dude's not actually gonna unload me, so we'll just have to wait till we get fence back on farm zone.
Yeah,
I was gonna run this north to south. What do you think, Sarge, for this field? East, west, or north, south? Do you care?
Don't really care, but I'm kind of with you on north south.
All right, north, south it is then. Kind of an awkward shaped field. Yeah, and I'll give you this tipper as soon as I get emptied, Sarge. I see you.
Oh,
guys.
I don't need them.
Okay.
I was just doing that so that way if we had to get any others pulled over.
Yeah, there is one more that needs to be. I don't know what he's doing now. I haven't looked in a minute. I'll look at him again here in a
His
second.
charge is only 25 cents.
No. Okay, that guy's driving now, so that's good. Where's he actually going? We'll just make him go to field 70 instead. Although I don't know if... Yeah, whatever. He's moving. That's what matters. The other guy made it through the homestead, so that change worked with auto drive. Not go through the barn. I would say we're doing just fine. Or something like that. Yeah, doing it.
The unload system that we have to do for this small Don.
But you actually have to stop and pick it up.
Uh-huh.
Even for those little gravity wagons you do?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay. So when we're done harvesting, both combines are being sold today, okay? Upgrades. Coming soon on a farm sim map near you. Sunday. Wait. Probably before Sunday, because like today, possibly. If not today, then definitely Saturday.
Sunday.
Mid-harvest trade-in.
Problem is we don't have money to replace it right now.
You can get one.
Of what?
Medium combine.
Anything on sale? Nope.
Just your dumb little tractor.
It's not dumb. You're dumb.
You're dumb.
You big
Dummy
dummy.
But do we get a Kloss or a New Holland?
Well, the New Holland's kind of small, right? Unless you go like to the big one.
374 horses.
Yeah, but
It
like,
holds
like
nine
green tank.
9,300.
Yeah. We're gonna end up with more combines, more like different combines on this map than like any other map we've ever played. That's okay. I'm here for it.
Even with max loan, with getting to class try-ons.
Oh, did you just take max? Oh, hey, we have $900,000, chat. Look at us. Wow. We're rich.
More or less seeing what we could get.
Oh, we're poor again. Never mind.
We do have actually enough to repay the whole thing.
Wow. Which if that's the case, then we should take more, buy more land so we can get more loan.
Yeah, because for try-ons with max capacity with GPS is 832,000
Wow.
without calculating the cost of heads.
Oh.
I would
Crazy.
imagine you'll probably want the bean and corn head.
Eventually, yeah, I would like to grow some corn. Kern.
Well, especially for your contracts.
Yeah, kern is my like favorite thing to grow, so it's I mean, there's just really good money in beans, so you know. Hence why we've been doing so many beans. And these are contracts that we're doing now, so it's kind of a little different too. Just saying.
Like 2 of the corn heads, it's 124,000.
Yeah. So
Essentially the same price range for heads for that combine.
yeah, so about that. Need some money.
Well, we could take max loan and buy the field that you guys are currently in right now.
Wow, that's crazy. 70 is a good field. Big field.
And there's room for expansion a little.
A little, yes. Where? North?
Get a
Sublime.
little bit closer to that riverside, the north.
I probably wouldn't
South.
know, honestly. Probably wouldn't even mess with it. But, I don't know. Never know. We do have our
maximize every single acre out of that field.
we do have our little plows, so who knows? Why does that line up so good? That's kind of scary.
The same way it was with the little toots I was running and the Don that you were running.
Oh yeah. Every once in a while it did line up.
It was like either half header, 5 foot, or the whole header.
Yeah. Y'all see they're setting the center wall on that far side now on the bridge.
Yeah, I got a new tab. Yeah.
They're setting it. They've cleaned up a lot here in the last little bit there. Just saying.
Ever since the paving crew kind of moved out.
Yep. That's awesome. Awesome. This whole thing has been just so fascinating to watch.
Auto drive will be right back, Carson.
All right. Yep. He's out. He has left the chat.
No, I'm
Breaking stuff, yeah. Probably not, but you know, it's a good story. Remember, don't ever let the facts get in the way of a good story, okay?
You'll find out here in a couple seconds.
Horn. Big clumpy knobs. Oh, wow. You literally left the game just to change your name?
You don't have to do that.
Oh, I know, but
But he wanted to, so he did it. That's funny.
and that just prolongs my lag out time.
Oh.
Oh,
I will
sorry,
say,
John.
with everything
Or
going
another
on,
John.
my frames are a little thing. Carson.
Gotta go. Oh.
Bye, have a good time.
Bye-bye.
We're doing, man. We are definitely doing. A little sleepy today, but you know, that's okay. Other than that, I'm great.
Looks like other John gets an upgrade.
Yeah, quit using that one that's broken. Not broken, just has too short of a unload auger. Too low of an unload auger, I guess, right? Yeah, we are doing just farming, doing contracts, farming our own fields all at the same time. Trying to get to 50 missions right now. Before we started today, we had 33. Oh, I think my internet just went out. Wait, can you guys hear me? Hello? Huh. My internet just went completely out. That's not good. There goes everything. YouTube, I guess we'll be back if we can. I don't know. Hi. All right. Is this thing... Hello?
I see you on my end.
Internet? Hello? I think I forgot to pay the bill. Chat. Oopsie.
Then it's gonna take a year to get here again.
Fiber was supposed to fix this. I know, right, Sean? Dude, I was just over here, you know, doing my thing, just, you know, harvesting along, and I'm like, everybody got really quiet. Where'd everybody go? Oh, man. Look, I just driving my combine. Don't mind me. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Internet completely dipped. I don't know. Sorry about that, chat. But hey, welcome back. Thanks for sticking around.
Oh, when Farm Sim does it.
It'll be a minute. Oh, yeah, come back. It happened at the same time Twitch crashed. Oh. I lost all internet, though. Everything was down. I've had to restart the bot. TeamSpeak was down. Discord kicked me out. Like, everything all at the same time, just kapoo. Pow. Ka-chow, you know? Everything all at once went out. That was weird. Very, very strange. So I have heard from my buddy Casey You know, my buddy Casey's got the same fiber internet I do, same company. And he has said that, like, randomly there'll be little drops like that. Not very often. It's like when they're doing something, you know, to the network. So maybe they just did something and had to unhook it for a split second. I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't happen very often or anything. That's the first time that I've noticed it. So hopefully we're okay, but that was kind of weird. So I think if there's going to be like a bigger outage, they're actually supposed to notify me. Like if it's going to be out for, you know, an expected period of time. I believe I'm supposed to get a phone call or an email or something. So as of right now, I haven't received anything from them, but hey, you never know. Never know. So yeah, kind of weird. But it is what it is. Never hurts to increase, I don't know, something. Kind of funny. Oh man, kind of funny, kind of not, all at the same time. But I guess, you know, here's the bright side of life. Outside of the other night, like I had this one issue, and then the other night I was dropping 20% of my inbound packets. That's the only problems I've had so far with this new internet. That's it. Which, not a bad thing in my book. Like, that's not bad. So I'm still happy with it. Even if it did, like, bomb out there for a minute. Make sure they're not outside my house. Oh, nobody out there. I don't know. Like I said, they came today and they buried the line through my backyard, so I don't know. Oh no, Trent, can you see the server?
Nope.
Don't tell me Dave was the only one able to get in. Tell me I gotta restart my game again.
I'll be back.
Challenging, chat. Challenging. I just want to play farms. I guess, you know, I guess I should just be doing all these achievements in single player, I think, right? Okay, John found it. But I'm starting to kind of lean towards maybe I just do like a lot of like horseplay, auto drive, and just run single player. Like not even try to do multi because there's always issues with it. Just saying. I'm tempted, chat. Took a couple tries. Got you, Dave. But I am actually tempted, which would suck because I like farming with the boys and it's been fun, but if that's what it comes down to, that's what it comes down to, you know. I do want to try to get these achievements, you know. But once Stevie's map comes out, we'll be playing that, and that'll be on a server. So we shouldn't have any of these issues because server just runs different, you know. Server definitely runs different. Till I can get my own server PC going sometime later on. Oh yeah. Tempted just to do these in single player. I think like the stone one, I would have had the stone one. I still haven't tried that in single player. But I kind of wonder if that would actually just work in single. It doesn't seem to work in self-hosted multi, so I don't know. But yeah, I'm tempted just to switch to single player and crack on from there, you know. Which would suck. But we'll definitely go back to multi for Stevie's next map. You betcha. That'll get put on the server as soon as I can get my hands on it. We'll play it as soon as we can. As long as it's not next Tuesday, Thursday, or Saturday, Friday. Hashtag construction sim. So yeah. You know what? I'm just going to jump in. Sarge just come in for a minute. Because it's already set up over there on a pass. We'll just jump in until he comes back. Restart all of our auto drive guys too. All right. Okay, so auto drive. It's gonna be this guy. Why is it auto? Oh, helps if I open my auto drive, then I can see auto drive. Go, 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 go. Where's our other guy at? There we go, up north. All right, auto drive is all going again, so that's good. Keep us moving. Yeah, I looked over, my bit rate was 0, and I was like, that's not supposed to happen. That's typically not a good thing when the bit rate goes to 0. Just saying. Yeah, you know, but yeah, not a good thing. I like that tipper's ability to unload me for some reason. Really a thing. I want to be empty though. I'm 60%. I need to turn around here. Come on. Yeah, I'm on. Yeah, whatever. We're just gonna risk it for the biscuit. See how full we can get. This is quite the header. I'm used to running these small combines now. Small and medium combines. Sit over here, the biggest one. Or one of the bigger headers, you know? It's like, dang. What a world of difference this is. Wow. Which is what we're used to normally running, is the big stuff. It's been fun kind of changing it up, you know? And changing how we play a little bit. Definitely not a bad thing, you know? It's been fun. Different, but different in a good way. Just checking again. I don't have any emails from my internet company, so I guess we're chilling. Maybe I don't know. Piece of dust got in the fiber line. I don't know. Is that a thing? I assume that would be bad, actually, if that would happen. It'd probably be very, very bad. All right, Tipper, I'm gonna need you down here. Come on. Yeah, Mom. All right, so we got this field. How many other soybean fields we have on contract? We have 61, 52, 36. We'll probably go there next. Probably go there next. And 1. They go all the way up to 1. Probably just take like this combine because it has the wheels right on the header. Oh, the light.
Run that one up. I'd run by the shop and pick up the corn.
Okay. I was going to give you this one back when you came in, Sarge.
Okay. Yeah.
I was just running it because it was already like in the mid pass.
Gotcha.
Probably didn't bury it level and it drained out. Oh, man. All right, Sarge, your combine is there for you. I'm out of it. Come on. Here we go. That is quite the combine there, Sarge.
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right, I'm going to wait for Dave. I can just run behind him here.
On. With it again.
Where's that? Oh, that's the Alice. Oh, our other tipper's here. Okay, I was like, where'd our other tipper go? I don't even know. John, you're all by yourself. Oh, Trent's not here. That's right. Okay, I was like, where'd Trent go? John, maybe we'll run up there and give me a hand. Or wait, does that work? Or does it say it's only for contracts? I always forget. Always forget. Sarge, that tipper doesn't seem to want to empty that combine very well, does it?
Well, none of them really do.
Really?
Yeah.
That's very strange. I noticed that though when I ran it for a little bit. I was like, this does not work at all. Alright, locked in, running, let's go. So you're just kind of like always full then, because they won't unload you, right? That's fun. Even the big red trailer here, red and green trailer, doesn't like to empty you?
I don't.
That's unfortunate.
With me now, buddy.
That's really weird. Very strange. Oh. All right, here we go. We about to have 3 combines and 3, like all 3 of us are gonna unload at the same time. Well, you're trying to unload, I should say. That JCB over here turns around and gets Dave. We'll all be emptying. That's funny. That is amusing. John, is that Alice working on auto drive, or is he stuck? Oh, he's just empty. Okay. I guess it's working. They're just so slow to empty. Okay. Forget about that. They're so slow. Anyway, okay. All right. We are knocking out harvest between like 84 of us here, you know. 4 combines running right now. 4 combines, no waiting, chat. Or at least that's the hope. You know? No waiting. Jagsy, I actually can't tell you where I got those gravities from. It's kind of a secret right now. Sarge, we're coming down the field behind you. So you know. And actually, I'm gonna have the last pass as well. But yeah, I can't actually tell you. I'm sorry. I don't actually know, but if I did know, I can't tell you. So yeah. A server restart counter. Not again. Not again. Yeah, we're not. No, hopefully not again. The last one wasn't server issue though. That was my internet, and I did restart the game, you know, to bring it back online. So let's think positive. We're not gonna have any more issues with the server or internet or anything. Let's be positive, chat. It's so hard to be positive, but like once in a while, it's good to just, you know, think positive. You know. It's not easy though. I'll be the first one to admit it. It's not easy. There's nothing easy about it. But it is nice to do sometimes, you know? Just saying. Alright, Sarge, you heading to a field somewhere? Where are you going? So we got 81, 52... and 1 left in soy, and 36 that we haven't harvested. So pick your poison, basically. Oh yeah. Why is this guy riding over there or not? Yeah. Not sure what that zipper's doing. I mean, I was in. Oh, you know what? I think I technically left a skipper, didn't I? That's why he was over there. Yep, there's soybeans here still. Dang it. They're invisible, but they're totally there. Favorite map in this game? If we're talking base game map, it's got to be this one, which is Elm Creek. If we're talking modded so far for 22... and I don't know.
Coach Bone 10 just resubscribed for 8 months.
Coach, welcome back for 8 months. Do appreciate the resub. How's it going? How are you? Modded maps? Oh, God. Anything from Stevie so far. Which is what I've mostly played. So it's not really a fair thing to say, but... I don't play a lot of like modded maps besides Stevie maps, so too bad, so I don't really play any, to be honest. Stevie maps are awesome to me, so yeah. We're just gonna keep harvesting invisible soybeans, chat. Don't mind me. There was just that many left. And it's making me, not making me harvest them, but I might as well. My GPS was just off that little bit where, yeah, would have had them all. Well, it happens. It happens. All right, I think I got all of them. Okay, John, that's probably the better way, honestly. That's probably the better way to go about that whole thing.
Where do I need to go?
I would say, where are you going? Dave's over in 36, it looks like. Let's send Dave a tipper, I guess, right? 36. All right, Dave, I sent you.
Oh, okay, I see him.
A tipper. Although that might
I'll
have.
shoot to 81.
Yeah. Kind of figured that crashed when I took it off on the track. And it definitely did. You're going to 81, Sarge? 81. Okay, you're going down to the tiny field. Okay.
Figure I hit that and then on the way up.
Hit 50.
Grab.
Okay.
Well, I can hit 50 and also pick up the.
Then I guess I'll try to meander my way up to 1 then. Is there a header card at the shop for this combine?
Should be one there.
Okay. Might have to meander my way there first. Gotcha. John, if we would change a thing on there, we'd be able to. It would work better. I'd probably need to, for the double tipper, I need to move the waypoint. That's all. Yeah. That's all I need to do is move the waypoint a little bit. All right, Sarge, you're not going to want a tipper, correct?
I should be okay. If you want to send one, send it to whatever the other one is, 52.
52? Okay. I have one going to Dave already.
Because I should have capacity.
Yes. For that little field, I would definitely hope so. And then where's our... Oh, where are our other guys? This is our other guy, right? Yeah, 70. We're going to send him, just for the heck of it, we're going to send him all the way up to 1. Alright. Alright. Yeah, John, it's all doable. It's just, the waypoint probably just needs to get moved a little bit for the double trailers. Which is fine. Not a big deal. It makes more sense, though, to have two tractors on the tippers, because then you can harvest, you know, like one can be, oh, something's not happy. One can be off emptying while you're still filling the other one, you know, and you keep the cycle going a little bit easier that way. At least in my personal opinion. It usually tends to work better. Okay. Something.
Bryla Gaming just resubscribed for 34 months. 34 months and counting. Hope you and family are doing good.
Brother, we're doing well. How are you? Welcome in. Why is it saying this is not connected? Why is 36 not connected? How is 36 not connected? Alright, I'll try 38 instead. 36 is not working. 38's gonna work. So, Dave, your guy's going to 38 for the record. Brother, appreciate the 34 months, by the way. Welcome in. Hope all is well. Good. Awesome. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Trying to get all these auto drive guys all situated. It's kind of a thing. I like that 52 guy to go already. Okay, he's moving. I gotta try to get to the shop with this header chat. Meander my way through the world here. Alright, we're chilling now. 38, okay, good. Yeah, I don't know why 36 isn't working. I'd have to go look at auto drive over there. I'm assuming there's like one little green line that's missing, but it's all good. Not a concern. Alright, so it's definitely going to take me longer, chat, to drive where I need to drive than it will to harvest what I need to harvest. That's okay. Are there any cornfields up that way or sunflower fields? Kind of. I should probably grab, yeah, I'll do that. That I could hit the 26 and like 28 on my way back down and 20 even. Alright, we're gonna do that, chat. But we're gonna be on a bit of a road trip. A little bit of harvesting around the world. Or something. I can't remember if this works. I'm gonna try this. Okay. That's kind of what I thought was gonna happen. Can't do that. Alright. I always forget that, if we can use that or not. Always forget. So, not a bad thing to check. Sarge, I'm assuming I'll take the big corn head. That was a joke. I know I get the little guy. Wow. We're 7810. Wow. Why did he just throw that fit? Anybody else like a lot from that? Dang. That one hurt. Yes. Okay. That one hurt bad. I don't know what his problem is. Golly, that was bad. It might be those gravity boxes. I don't know how well they work on auto drive. I personally haven't tried them yet, so I don't know. Alright, we're gonna unhook that header. We're gonna grab the kern head so that we can take it with us. And then when we get up there, we're gonna harvest beans, but there's like 3 cornfields on the way home we can grab. Might as well grab those while we're there. There is quite a sugar beet contract too. You know, it's sugar beets after all, so. Well, thank you. Alright, we'll change this to field 1. The only reason I have that tipper going there is so I can switch crops to corn. Afterwards, which he is up there, so we're good. Chilling. Alright. Sarge is knocking out a few down yonder there. Sarge, I should run you a cornhead. Or cornhead. Just throw it on this little combine and drive it down here. That'd be funny. Alright, so start the road trip game, chat. We playing the license plate game or I Spy? What are we playing? What was your road trip like game? What's the go-to? I did see an Alaska license plate one time on a road trip. I thought that was pretty sick. Just saying. I do remember seeing that. It was one of our trips to Maryland. Watch movie. That works too. Yep. I always talk about our trip down to Georgia. It's about 9 hours from St. Louis, I think. Yeah, about about 9 hours or so. And it was to go down to my brother's wedding, but on the way, we thought it'd be pretty sick. Well, yeah, sleep. That was always my go-to on our road trip. Yeah. Headphones and music. That's not bad. But we actually like rigged up an Xbox and a monitor. It was pretty sick. So we had a minivan. We had a little Dodge minivan. It was actually my brother's, but anyway. And there were going to be 4 of us going in that one vehicle. We ended up with 3 vehicles worth of people going to that wedding. But we decided that there were going to be 4 of us in that van. So you have 2 people in the front, and then we're like, okay, let's take the 2 middle seats out and then put 2 people in the back seat, right? And then actually we used the mounts for the middle, like, captain's chairs, and we ended up using some like U-bolts. I guess they were like J-bolts. Yeah, J-bolts, not U-bolts, J-bolts. And we made like a whole platform, and it held the Xbox, and then we had a thing that would come up, and then it held a monitor at like a 45-degree angle. Okay. And then it ended up taking 2 different power inverters, because we had to have a dedicated power inverter for the Xbox, and then we had a second power inverter for the monitor. And basically the whole way from St. Louis down to Atlanta, my buddy and I, because my buddy, he went with us anyway, we played Madden, and we played NASCAR, which NASCAR in a moving vehicle, that was kind of trippy. I didn't really care for that. But like Madden was fun. We played some NHL back in the day. You know, we played all kinds of stuff. And then on the way home, we played for probably half the trip too. There was a lot of sleeping involved on the way home. But like, we were just chilling in the back seat playing Xbox, you know? Being chauffeured to Georgia. I was cool with it. It was that part of the trip was awesome. A lot of good memories around that whole trip. You know, we went to the aquarium. We went to the Coca-Cola thing. There might have been like some racing between 2 different vehicles of people. I don't know. Maybe. It was fun though. It was really fun. Go to sleep. Have a busy day tomorrow. We'll catch you later. Have a good one. Have a good one. Yeah, that was a fun road trip. A very, very fun road trip. By the way, the power poles are in this field. That's awkward. That's really awkward. Like, legitimately in the field. And it's not... It has collision. Interesting. But yeah, that was quite a road trip. The best part was we were the last of the 3 cars to get there that day. We'd like left later in the day than the other cars. I believe somebody had to work or something. And we're calling ahead to my sister, and actually first time. They were the second car to get there, I think. I think Mom and Dad were the first car to get down there. And we kept asking if there was a Denny's nearby, because, you know, this is before smartphones and stuff, before most of us had smartphones. Actually, I think before any of us had smartphones. And we kept asking if there was a Denny's. We're like, can you find us a Denny's? We want to eat Denny's when we get there. And they just kept going, well, there's no Denny's, but there's a Cracker Barrel. And we were like, that's not what we want. We want Denny's. And there ended up being like an argument over the phone. We just wanted Denny's. I think we ended up at Taco Bell at like midnight that night. Good decisions, you know, only were being made that day. Although the night of the wedding, a bunch of us, a couple of us anyway, ended up ordering pizza like super late. That was fun. To the hotel too, like, you know. Yeah. That was a trip, man. That was a trip. A fun road trip. Good memories. Good memories. All right, so like I said, the drive up here and then the drive back is going to take me longer than the harvest. But the whole thing is we're not going for money necessarily on these contracts. We're going for, you know, 50 contracts completed for the achieves. So you might as well take a tiny field like one and just, you know, get it done in like, you know, 4 seconds. So might as well. And all we needed was like a wheel and pedal setup to play NASCAR on the road. That would have been real trippy. We were over in Illinois, and there was a spot. There's a spot in Illinois where the highway's kind of curvy, and I remember playing NASCAR through there, and I'm just like, I'm gonna barf, man. This is not okay. But it was fun. Nauseating, but fun at the same time, you know. It's all good. Gravity, you're working now? Okay. All right, John. All good, man. All good. A little wet, little wet.
Ian Lark _ cheered Dex 250.
Ian, thanks for the 250 biddies. Do appreciate them. How are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. What's going on? And then I'm always the guy on the road trip. Like, I'm the one waving to other cars as like you pass them or they pass you, you know? It's corn. Nice, Waller. Nice, nice. Yeah, I was always that guy. Doing well. Awesome. Although there was this one like carload of dudes or something. We kept like, they would pass us, slow down, then we'd pass them, you know? And it went back and forth for a while. So every time we would pass them or they would pass us, I would hold up something random that we had in the car. Like, you know, a can of Pringles, a Mountain Dew. And I'd just kind of like, you know, show it to them, like wave at them and laugh, you know? And then the one time I held up an Xbox controller, they were very confused. They looked at me like I had 3 heads. It was pretty funny, okay? Because everybody in our car is dying laughing, you know? Yeah, that was a good time. We always kind of said that like we needed walkie-talkies if we were going to do a road trip like that again, you know? But we never did another road trip like that, so. Walkie-talkies would have been fun. Having this, wow, too soon. Too soon. Besides, it was a PlayStation controller, not an Xbox controller. 28, chat. 28. Be the next field that we can send this guy to. But I want him to go home and empty first because we're changing crops. Oh my goodness. That's too funny. I should be around TeamSpeak after dinner, yes. Oh, buddy. Yeah, I should be. Unless something comes up. I think tonight the strat is going to be when we're done at 6 o'clock, I'm going to turn my game off so that my room can cool down while I'm making dinner. Because Tuesday, the room did not cool down at all. And when I came back, I was like, oh man, it is like, it's like hot up in here. Come up with some handles. Sarge, are we done with soybeans then for contracts?
Almost.
Almost. Where's almost?
I had to go to the second. I'm on my way to the second.
You're on your way to 52?
Yeah.
Okay, but beyond that, we're done. So I'm not going to drag my bean head around with me.
That should be it.
Okay. That's fine. Come up with some handles. Yeah, that would be hilarious. You betcha.
Nice thing is these corn heads are all the same size, so end up in the same field, no issue.
No way they're the same size. Really? You bought... Wait. You didn't buy it, you leased.
Least.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought for sure when I drove by that one was way bigger than... You did lease 3 of them. Man, I could have swore that other one was way bigger looking than the one that I grabbed. Alright, never mind. Never mind. That's funny. No way. No, there's 3. It was 2. Now there, yeah, there's 3. Okay, I didn't notice. Because I even thought like I should. You remember I said like I should run you your big header, but I guess it's still the same header, huh? Never mind. All right, well, we're off. I'm off to field 26 and then 28 and then 20. They're all corn and they're all small. I have my tipper coming back to go to 28. Where's Dave at? Dave's in the homestead. Okay. Right over the shop. Dave, what field are you going to? Make sure we'll get you your auto drive guy. Keep you empty as well. Because it's corn, it's actually got a little bit of yield to it, you know? You're going to help Sarge. Sarge is still in soybeans, I believe. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Alright, is this field... We don't ever... I never really mess with these fields, but hey, it's right here, so we'll just... jump in and get after it. After a slight unfolding of the header. It's corn! Or sorry, it's kern. It's kern. Big clumpy knobs, it's got the juice. You betcha, chap. Yeah, this is actually filling up at a decent clip. Okay. 28. Where my tipper's going anyways. It's kern. We will definitely grow some corn of our own eventually. Just to grow it. But, you know, soybeans just make us money, so. We're probably going to replant soybeans again next in-game year. We're not going to have the same combines. We are definitely going to upgrade probably to 2 like mid, around like the combine that I have now, something like this, but, you know, 2 of them. So. Are you trying the dry corn? Got you all. That's cool. That is cool. An interesting mod. Used it, I think we've used it once before. On that Nebraska lands or whatever it was called. That Nebraska map we played for a while there. A good map. Big map. A good map. Definitely a big map. 4X. I know to some people that's not a big map, but it is. We are having tipper issues at the homestead. Hey, leave a corn head here. Right. I don't know if there's any good way to harvest any of these little fields, like on GPS. That's that next one. Probably just east-west it. Be done with it. GPS. Auto. East-west. Here we go. We'll just run this. I got 3 stocks. Okay. Got a little skipper to clean up. I can't get yelled at. So 46% of my combine in that little field. Not bad. Not bad. I got you, Dave. It's all good. It's all good, man. I just happened to notice that there was a tipper stuck. Oh, no worries. Alright. Now, is my tipper en route? Where's my tipper? There it is. Okay. En route. What, 34 is okay, sunflowers, even less yield. Okay. All right. Chat, you didn't see it. Didn't see it. Oh, didn't have to back up. No, no. Not me. No way. Or something like that. By the way, looking at this Pennsylvania bridge thing again is just, it's on my top monitor, chat. It is what it is. They're totally gonna have 3 lanes of traffic on each side. The guys out there like spray painting and marking stuff right now. They're gonna be 3 narrow lanes with no shoulders. Oh man. Good thing is it's only for that little area. You know, once you get on the other side, wide open. Like 6 lanes of traffic or something on each side. So, not too bad. That's totally what it's gonna be. That's crazy. Crazy, crazy. Alright, hopefully we can get this cleaned up before my tipper gets here too much. Alright, because we kind of need that tipper right now too. Where's his parking? Oh, his parking spot's way over there. Okay. Oh, that's just peachy. That's weird. That's not connected to anything. Huh. It's different. That's different. Definitely a healthy dip. And the bridge thing? I don't think there is. I think they got it pretty well filled up. There might be a dip. I don't know. Oh, probably, Jeff. Yeah. That wouldn't surprise me at all. I don't think that would surprise most people. Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be some accidents and stuff. Just because people are going to have to get used to it and whatnot, you know? Definitely going to have to get used to it. Yeah. Yep, all that merging and stuff. Hopefully, I guess the only thing they could do is like try to push the merging back kind of far, so that by the time everybody gets there, they're like, you know, kind of used to 3 lanes. And I don't know. I don't think they were done putting asphalt in when the pace car went over. I think they did 1 layer after that. That would have been about what, 3 inches, maybe 2 inches. Maybe a little more than that. That dude's totally going all the way back home, isn't he? Dang it. Sir. I need you to come back to the field. Come back to the field, sir. He is not about it. Okay, you're gonna go turn around the animal dealer. That's fine. Whatever, bro. I'll just harvest these short rows in the meantime. Don't mind me. I got you. It's all good, man. Yeah, I was surprised because, you know, they started paving this thing like yesterday. So they put down like a ton of layers of asphalt. I'd be very interested to hear how much, like how thick it actually is. You know, which, I mean, it makes sense. You might as well. But I would be very interested to hear how much there actually is. Up here, not too far from the house, you know, I keep talking about they're doing some construction, we'll just say, you know. And they had a thing where they had to build like kind of temporary roads. And they put like 3 feet thick of asphalt in there. They paved all night on that. Actually, a couple nights it took them to do all that, but they paved overnight. So I'd be sitting out here at the computer, you know, 3 o'clock in the morning or something, and you could just hear the rollers just going down on it, you know, and all the backup beepers and, you know, dump trucks slamming and stuff. It was kind of funny. Like, I don't know how the people that are like pretty close to where this is at, and there's houses like right there, how those people could sleep at all for those like several nights in a row. I don't know. I know I wouldn't have been able to sleep if I was like that close to it. Where we were at, it wasn't that bad, you know, if you had a fan on or something. But like where those people are at, man, it had to be brutal for those poor people. But, you know, the road will be nice when they get it done. Or at least that's the hope. Should be a nice road. I hope so anyway. Oh, they're making really good progress on it. They're moving along pretty fast. Unlike the roundabout on the other side of town. For some reason, they're putting a roundabout at the top of this hill. They claim that all the trucks, because the trucks have to stop going up a hill, it's too much pollution or something. But all they needed to do was make a free right lane so the trucks could come up the hill, get over about halfway up the hill to the right, and just go because it's a T intersection, you know, and all the truck traffic goes straight through that intersection. So yeah, that's all they needed to do. But they're putting this roundabout in there with these really narrow lanes and all this stuff. And it's like, guys, you're building this for semis. Come on, what are we doing? So it's going to be it's probably going to be a disaster eventually. But whatever. Not my problem, I guess. But they're taking their sweet time. I don't understand what's going on there. Apparently they'll only have like 2 guys working on it right now. When Dad goes by in like the mornings. Come on. Yeah, at least a couple guys working on this, more than 2, you know. And look at what Pennsylvania's done in a week or whatever. Just saying. Golly. Alright, well, this will be a load of car in here almost. Where'd you guys go off to? Sarge, one of you's down there. 82. Where'd Dave go? Oh, Dave's. No, that's the other Rostel. The Dawn. I don't know. 65. Where's 65? Oh, you went down there to that? Okay. One of those fields that's like, it's the drive time that gets you. I was wondering. I'm like, I don't see him anywhere, but that's fine. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. How's it going? What's popping? All right, there we go. Lined up. Our tipper's gonna, you know, do his thing, and it'll be fine. Haul some corn back to the homestead finally, or hopefully. Or he's gonna wait for us. That's fine too. He's gonna go sit over there and wait for us and need him again. I guess he's not that full, so it's fine. Totally fine. So after we get all, I don't know. Yeah, after we get all these contracts done, which I didn't think we were going to, but we totally will. We might just check up and see what our own fields need. Buy some field data. Actually, while I'm thinking of that, let me do that now. It's already been done. Okay. Look at us with the 100%. Actually, I have 100%. It's just a 1. That's kind of weird. You think that would tell you, but Wow. Fields are looking great, y'all. That's good. That's really good. So the next thing we need to figure out is when we're selling soybeans. So usually I think that's around June. Kind of varies on your map. But we definitely need to sell soybeans next time we can. Make some cash money. I don't know how many we have. How many are actually ours. I know the number's not going to be huge, but still going to be worth selling. So right now we have 327,000. A lot of those are going to be for contracts. Because, you know, like 70, 60, 68, 58, those are all soybeans. 36, 52. So there's a lot of soybeans that we're going to have to haul, but that's okay. We will get to it. Eventually, I'd like to get a semi on here too, but that's a little ways down the road probably for us, honestly, financially. Need more land. That's really what we need, is more land. Alright, let's throw our pipe out and get emptied on this pass. I know we're not full, but might as well. Say, come on, Zipper. Move already. Come on. Let's do it, dude. Or maybe he won't make it to us this pass. We'll go for the next round. We're only 54% full. It's okay. We're fine. Alright. Hit the button. Let's go. Let's do it. So chat, for those of you that didn't see it on Instagram yesterday, well, it started last Sunday. The Japanese beetles, and they are here. And they are thick. Not here at the house, but down at the farm where there are so many of them. They love asparagus. They will absolutely just like strip the asparagus bare. It's crazy how much of it they eat. Like, you know, how much damage they do in a day. It's so crazy. And so Sunday we put out a beetle trap, you know, one of those you buy it wherever you buy it, you know. Ours came from Lowe's, but wherever. And we put that out Sunday. Of course, the bag was overflowing yesterday, basically. And then, like, the amount of beetles that were around were crazy, crazy, crazy in the asparagus and stuff. You could actually grab the asparagus and kind of shake the whole plant. And then it sounded like an angry beehive in there, but it was just all the beetles. So I put another bag out. I changed bags, obviously. And, like, it was probably almost half full before we left the farm. And I probably should have changed it, but Dad will be back down there Saturday, so I'm sure he'll change it if it needs to be. We actually thought about putting a second trap out, too. He did spray the asparagus with some, I think he mixed up some bug spray. Trying to knock them a little bit, too. But, man, they were crazy thick down there yesterday. It was insane. Like, actually crazy how many there were. I think we've always had beetles, like Japanese beetles down there. They've kind of always been a thing. But not to the extent that they were yesterday. Holy cow. It was really, really bad. But hopefully hopefully the bag will be full Saturday and Dad can change it out to another one and possibly put that second trap up. Probably should have done that yesterday, but that's all right. But it was funny shaking the whole plant and just hearing like an angry beehive in there. Of course, it was all just beetles. No bees. If it was an angry beehive, I wouldn't be anywhere near it. You can guarantee that. Alright. Dipper, I really 99% full. These short passes are killing auto drive, chat. That's what this is. You get done with the pass so fast that auto drive can't keep up to you. So we get on bigger fields, auto drive works a whole lot better. Just these tiny fields are they're kind of garbage. That's all right. How much does the grain bin hold? I have no idea, Dave. Is it full? That could be a problem. So that's the 400. Hold on. Oh, that bin only holds 400,000. It's the 400, so it only holds 400,000. Are we? Oh no, we're full. We're gonna be full. We are full. Uh-oh. Guys,
Haul some for contract first.
we're gonna have to load up something for contracts, yeah, because we're full. Yeah, that's not gonna empty. It's full.
I'll have to finish this field down here.
Oh man, that's fun, right?
Here momentarily.
Okay, Dave said he'd start running beans. Okay, I got a little smidge of my field left to go, and then I'm done. And then I got one more little field, then I can start helping on that. Yeah, grab that big trailer off the contract for sure. On that sucker. Okay, looks like my tipper's heading that way, so hopefully there's room for that much corn. I did not anticipate filling the bin with mostly contract grain. Oh well. I can't believe it only holds 400,000. Wow. Well, you know, I said I wanted to put up bins and use augers, but I wasn't really, we don't have money to be doing all that, so. We might have to make do, or we might have to put some bins up and then, like, tear them down and place them later, because I want to expand the homestead quite a bit. Obviously, we don't have the funds to do everything that needs to be, or everything I want to get done at the homestead right now, so. Yeah, that's kind of fun. Oh well. Now we know that we have to be careful how many harvest contracts we do without solid starch.
Yeah.
Because we will get full.